Hey guys, so we are out here in the garden. I'm just getting some basil because tonight I wanted to make some sourdough pizza and I wanted to make like a pesto type pizza. I've never made this type of pizza before. I've never made pesto before, but I have basil, I have everything else for it. And I also wanted to make some basil tea too, so I'm just gonna get what I need. And here, when you harvest your basil, you want to cut it off right where you see the two little new leaves are growing, and you want to cut it off there, and that will help it to form like a bushier plant. I also have some cinnamon basil here, so I'm gonna pick that off because it looks like it's about to go to seed anyway. So once again, just cut it off right there. Oops. Oh look, we got a nice cucumber. It's funny because, oops, these were supposed to be the white cucumbers. My mom gave me white cucumbers and they're not white. She said that her sister probably gave her the wrong seeds or something, but they're still good. I also picked my first jalapenos from my garden. There are more, but I wanted to let them go as far as possible so that they'll be the ripest and like the spiciest. I haven't tried my jalapenos yet, but I am excited to try. So I don't know what I'll do with these, but maybe just eat them just to see. But eventually I want to make some pickled jalapenos and cowboy candy again. I got my basil. I'm just gonna wash this, rinse off all the bugs, and then make some, oh yeah, there's a spider right there. I can see it. Anyway, make some tea and some pesto. Okay, so I have my little food processor here and the basil, and I'm going to put 2 cups in there. I hope all of this fits. It's a very small food processor, but we gotta pack that all down. Let's see. 1 cup and 2 cups. We need a 1/4 cup of olive oil, so I'm gonna put like half of that, or maybe just like a little bit of it in here, and just kind of put that aside, and then just kind of blend this up to get it into a paste. I think that's kind of like paste-like, so we'll leave it at that for now. Got a 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and then a 1/4 cup of walnuts. All right, and a little squeeze of lemon. Oh, there's a seed in there. So I should have taken the pizza dough out before already and preheated the oven because it needs to be really hot and this needs to come to room temperature. So I just took the pizza dough out and I'm going to let that sit for about 30 minutes and then I'm going to separate them into their own balls and make the pizza. And then I have to wait for the oven to reach a really high temperature. I don't actually ever make pizza ever, so I hope this works. Let's try this pesto. I think it needs more salt and more lemon juice. So I will put the recipe for the sourdough pizza dough in the description because I realized I never filmed that part, but I personally really like it and I hope you guys do too. This recipe makes 4 pizzas and we only ended up using 3 of them because I ran out of cheese. So the last one I just did a dessert pizza where I baked the crust by itself, put some peanut butter and chocolate on top with some maple syrup, and it was actually really good. Anyway, I rolled out this dough because I wanted to get it as thin as possible because I wanted a bigger and thinner crust pizza. And then I put the pesto on top, which I've never tried before. I ended up really liking it. I put some mozzarella cheese on top, some fresh local corn, some homemade cowboy candy, which wasn't spicy because the jalapenos weren't spicy, and some crumbled up sausage. Then I drizzled some olive oil on top and baked it until the crust was all nice and golden and everything was melted, and then put some fresh basil on top, and it was so good.